Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to another vlog. My name is Jason Saruul and it's match day again. For those who don't know, I'm an amateur badminton player and my club is currently playing in the third highest league of Germany. That means we are playing teams all over northern Germany, and today we have an away match against Gifhorn. And I want to use this opportunity to show you what I typically eat during a match day. Before talking about breakfast, I want to mention three things. First, dinner the day before is also important. In general, I think that the two most recent meals before you step on court have the most influence on your badminton performance nutrition-wise. So if your tournament or team match starts in the morning, then dinner the day before is more important than it is for me right now. As our team match starts in the afternoon, I focus on breakfast and lunch, but I also made sure to eat a lot of carbs for yesterday's dinner. Second, I'm not an expert on nutrition. As I mentioned before, I'm an amateur badminton player and I'm doing this for fun, but I'm also taking it kind of serious. So I watched some YouTube videos, read some articles, talked to some friends and came up with something I want to share with you. But I'm not following a strict diet plan or counting macros or something like that. In general, I just try to eat a lot of carbs before I step on court or before a workout in general. And I try to eat a lot of proteins, especially afterwards. And third, I will show you what works for me and gives me a good feeling on court. I don't have a formula which works for everyone, and I doubt there is something like that when it comes to nutrition. That being said, take this video as advice, but you have to figure out for yourself what works for you. And now, let's get to breakfast. Meal number one. I know some people don't like to eat breakfast, but I think it is essential for your on-court performance, so I highly recommend not skipping it. For me, it is usually oats because I want to get a lot of carbs in, and I think oats are a good source for that, and also it is easy to digest, at least for me. Normally, I don't weigh my food, but for breakfast I do because I want to make sure to start the day right with not too little energy, so to say. Alright. When it is a match day, I try to eat around 75 grams of plain oats and 25 grams of sweetened oats, or whatever you want to call it. Don't eat too much of these chocolate oats because they have a lot of added sugar, and too much sugar is not good for your long-term performance, I think. Sugar gives you a lot of energy in the beginning, but the energy is also gone really quick. I eat my oats with milk, which I mix with one banana and some cacao for the taste. And of course, using the cacao without added sugar. Natural, baby, natural. So, here on the right side is my lunch and on the left side is my dinner. I usually try to eat lunch 2 to 3 hours before the match because then I don't feel too full or too heavy on court, so to say. And I have the feeling that my body was able to absorb the energy I just put in. Same as for breakfast. For the lunch before the match, I try to get in a lot of carbs, and Asian alert, I usually go for rice, and I also try to get in a decent amount of protein, so I add some fish or chicken. Also, I try to eat some vegetables, in this case beans, because I did not have enough time to cut some other vegetable, and I added some cream cheese for the taste and some extra proteins. And folks, rule number 9, it's not about the looks, it's about getting the job done. Dinner is essentially the same as lunch, so rice for the carbs to refill the energy storage, which is even more important when you have another match or training session the next day. Compared to lunch, I try to eat some more proteins because I have the feeling that it helps with the regeneration and growing the muscles. So in this case, I added this vegan meat replacement thing and some Harzer Käse. I'm sorry, I don't know the English term for it. And of course, some vegetables, in this case again some beans with cream cheese. And folks, rule number 10, don't eat for taste, eat for results. Let's go! Close shit. There's not much space in between. Driver. Alright, meal number 4. After dinner and before going to bed, I try to eat a little snack consisting of 1 apple, Körniger Frischkäse, again sorry for not knowing how to call it in English, and cashew nuts. So high in proteins and also a little bit high in fats because of the nuts, but these are so-called healthy fats, so it should be alright. So that's it for this video. As usual, hopefully you had fun with it and maybe you learned something about nutrition. There is actually no magic when it comes to nutrition, at least on an amateur level, but I'm pretty sure it's the same on a professional level as well. Just try to eat properly before a match or try to eat healthy in general if possible. That being said, there's actually nothing wrong with eating a pizza or something like that before a match. As mentioned before, good nutrition is different from person to person, so you have to figure out for yourself what works best for you. Good nutrition is not necessarily making you a better badminton player, but I think it definitely helps. In my opinion, you should try to prepare what you can prepare before a match or playing badminton in general, and nutrition is one part of it. I see food as fuel when it comes to badminton, and I want to fuel my body as well as possible so that I can perform as well as possible on court. Alright, please let me know if this was helpful or if you want to know something else about the life of an amateur badminton player. Stay healthy, stay in shape, keep practicing and never lose fun playing badminton. Please consider liking this video and or subscribing to the channel. My name is Saruul and you know it. See you in the next one.
It's your basic white jasmine rice. This is the job done. I mean, it's not your burger or pizza and stuff, but we're eating for a result. So keep that in mind when you're doing your meals. You're not eating for the taste. You're eating so you can build that body that you want.